Hi there. Thinking about buying a home? You've probably been saving for your down payment, but have you planned for closing costs? Today we're going to break down what closing costs are, what they cover, how much you should expect to pay, and how you might even be able to reduce them. Let's get into it. So, what exactly are closing costs? Closing costs are the fees and expenses you pay at the time of buying the home, the day of closing. They're separate from your down payment, and they usually range between 4 and 5% of the home purchase price. So if you're buying a $300,000 home, your closing costs could be anywhere from $12,000 to $15,000. That's why it's so important to factor them into your home buying budget. Now, let's talk about what's included. Closing costs can include things like lender fees, your origination fee, or underwriting fee, or processing fee, or all of them combined. The appraisal fee to make sure the home is worth what you're paying for. Title insurance is to protect you in cases that there's a dispute over who owns the house or the property lines. Escrow or settlement fees, prepaid expenses like your homeowner's insurance, property tax, and interest, plus credit reporting fees. And even a fee to locally record the transaction with your local government, plus transfer tax. In different states, there's different transfer tax. All of these fees add up, and it's good to know what you're paying for. Now, here's the good news. You won't be in the dark. Your lender is going to be required to give you a loan estimate early on when you first talk to them, which breaks down your expected costs. Then, a few days before closing, 3 to be exact, you'll get an initial closing disclosure, and this will break down and itemize all the closing costs that you'll pay, every single one of them. Now, here's the big question. How can you lower your closing costs? And yes, in some cases, you can. First, at the time of the agreement of sale, you might be able to negotiate with the seller to cover some of your closing costs, especially in a slower market. Also, look into local and national programs. Some first-time homebuyer assistance programs help with closing costs, not just with the down payment. Here's the takeaways. Don't let closing costs surprise you. Budget for them and start asking questions. Work with a lender who will explain everything clearly. And if you want help estimating what your closing costs might be, you can reach out to me anytime. I'm happy to help walk you through, but thanks for watching. Now, don't forget the most important part of this video is to subscribe for more home buying tips and drop in your questions below, but also share with a friend or family member who might be interested in this information.